Hello, this is Shane Elks with Creating Frequencies, and I have our book of the week. This book of the week was this was gifted to me by one of the families of a student that I worked with creative arts, and it was just so special to me that they gave this to me. But then when I shared it with other students, and they loved it so much, it's become one of my favorite books to use with students of many different ages. The book is called The Day the Crayons Quit, and it is by Drew DeWalt, and the illustration is by Oliver Jeffers. And it is a book about basically the crayons have gone on strike. So Duncan is the little boy, and he goes to color with his crayons, and all he finds are letters from his crayons talking about how they have gone on strike, how they can't take it anymore. The blue is tired of being used so much for the sea, and the purple is tired of being used for grapes and dragons and wizards, and basically they just can't handle being used and abused so much. And really what they're kind of looking for, their biggest complaint, is that they want to be used for something different. What is wrong with having a black sea, the black crayon might say, and different, he says, how about a black beach ball for a change? So at the end of the story, not to be a buzzkill, but this is talking about the story, Duncan decides to use the crayons for what they asked for, and he uses them to create a whole new picture coloring outside the box. And he, uses an orange whale and a green sea and a blue school bus, and he ends up getting an A for coloring and an A+ for creativity. I think one of the main reasons that the kids or the students that I work with really enjoy this book is because every crayon, I give them a different personality, and I use different voices for their personalities, and they think that that's just hilarious. And also, it's entertaining for them, but it also helps them learn. We discuss colors. We also talk about being empathetic to the needs of the crayons, and also about using your imagination and seeing things from a different light, and using your own creativity to come up with a whole different picture that nobody else would. So I highly recommend this book. It is The Day the Crayons Quit. There is a whole series. There's like The Day the Crayons Came Home, and there's a whole series of them, but this is my favorite because I think it's funny and unique, and I highly recommend it to anyone that wants a different book for their children, or for anyone that works in education. I think your kids will like it, but make sure you do the funny voices, because that's when they really like it. All right, see you next time. Bye.